This is the independent practice for 1.7. Let's do some fun problems. Hopefully you've had a chance to try these. Some of them might be more difficult. You might have got them pretty easy. But either way, let's go through them, see how you did. If you have any questions, make some notes, come see me. Let's figure out how to solve these, okay? I'm going to walk through them with you, number 1 through 6. Let's start with the first one. If 45 cookies will serve 15 students, okay, 45 cookies serving 15 students, okay, that's students. I need to know if I have 30 students, how many cookies do I need? So I have a question mark right here. Well, I'm looking at this, I want an equivalent ratio. 15 to 30 is just times 2. So I need to just do the cookies times 2, and it gets me 90. So how many cookies am I going to need? I'm going to need 90 cookies. All right. Number 2, 4 students spend $12 on school lunch. Okay, so we have 4 students spending $10 on lunch. At this rate, find the amount 10 students would spend on the same school lunch, okay? So instead of 4 students, I want 10, and not sure what that's going to be. Okay, now 4 does not, it's not like times 2 or times 3. So what I want to do is I want to get the unit rate. So I want to go, let's see, I have 4 students, and they're each spending $10. So how much are they spending a piece? So I'm going to go to 1 student here. So instead of 4 students, I want 1 student. So this is divided by 4. So now I divide this by 4, and if I do that, I'm going to use my calculator. 10 divided by 4 equals $2.50. So one person at that rate is spending $2.50 on lunch. Now, I want to now see what 10 students would be. So that to that is times 10. So now I do 2.5 times 10, and it's going to get me $25. So at that same rate, $25 is what 10 students would spend. Okay? Clydesdales. Awesome horses. All right. Clydesdale drinks about 120 gallons of water every 4 days. 120 gallons every 4 days. Wow. At this rate, about how many gallons does a Clydesdale drink in 28 days? 28 days. So this is days, and this is days, and the top would be gallons. So I got to go from here to here, times 7. So times 7. All right, 120 times 7 is going to get me 840. So how much would a Clydesdale drink in 28 days? 840 gallons of water. That is a lot of water. Number 4. In 10 minutes, a heart can beat 700 times. Okay, 10 minutes, 700 beats. Okay. How many minutes will a heart beat 140 times? Okay, so I want to know 140, 70 to 140 is going to give me the time here. But 700, oh, you know what? It is even. Wow. this is actually divided by 5. So if you do 700 divided by 5, you get 140. So then you do the top, 10 divided by 5 is 2. So at what rate can a heart beat? Okay. Well, you got 2 questions here. At this rate, how many minutes can a heart beat in 140? So to answer that question, how many minutes? 2 minutes. 2 minutes in a heart will beat 140 times. At what rate can a heart beat? So we want to get the rate of this. Let's see. 10 to 70. Okay. I want to get it to the rate of minutes. So how many heartbeats a minute? So this is 10 minutes. So let's take this down to 1 minute. And by doing that, I have to divide this by 10, and then divide this by 10. 700 divided by 10 is 70 beats. So the rate is per minute, it's 70 beats a minute. Okay? Cool. Number 5. We got a table here. It shows the school subjects are favored by a group of students. Predict the number of students out of 400 that would pick science as their favorite subject. Well, let's take the data that we have here. We want to know the ratio of science to total number of students. So 3 students out of, let's see, 6 plus 3 plus 4 plus 7. So 7 plus 4 is 11, 6 plus 3 is 9, 11 plus 9, I can do that easily mentally, that gets me 20. Okay, so there's 20. So of this graph, the ratio is 3 students to 20 students love math. Now, what if we would have 400 students? How many would like math? So 20 times what gets me to 400? And I'm going to do 400 divided by 20 equals 20. So it's, now I go this way. 20 times 20 equals 400. Now I do this 3 times 20 gets me 60. So the ratio would be about 60, or you would say 60 people out of 400 would pick science as their favorite subject. Okay? Last one, Liliana takes 4 breaths per 10 seconds. 4 breaths per 10 seconds. Okay, during yoga. At this rate, how many breaths would Lillian take in 2 minutes? Okay, I can't put minutes. I'm going to go equal, but I can't put minutes here because this is seconds. So I got to convert my 2 minutes to how many seconds? Well, we know there's 60 minutes, 60 seconds in a minute. And if I have 2 of those, it's 120 seconds. Okay? Now, I have seconds here, and then I can convert the breaths from 4 to whatever it's going to be. Okay? So, 10 times 12. 10 times 12 is 120. 4 times 12 is 48. So in 2 minutes, you could say in 120 seconds, she's going to take 48 breaths, or we know that this is the same as 2 minutes. So in 2 minutes, she's going to take 48 breaths. Okay. There you go. So, if you have any questions, come see me. Otherwise, you have completed lessons 1 through 7. And now, you have one more step. You have the extra practice to do. Do extra practice on page 77. Do numbers 14 through 17. And rip out the page, turn it in with your name on it. And then after that, all I got left is the hot problems. Good job.